안녕하십니까. 저는 박일식입니다. 프랑스 파리에서 태어났습니다. Hello, my name is Charles Bark. I'm Korean born in Paris. I'm the founder and CEO of Hinounou. Hinounou aim at helping the seniors not only to live longer, but also healthier and happier at home. It started 7 years ago with my mom. She's a retired doctor, and she told me that everything was okay when I called her. But finally, my older brother called me and said, no, she's not fine. She fell down and went to hospital. I had a shock, and because of that, I invested 12 years R&D in 4 countries, US, Canada, France, and China, to be able to help not only my mother, but all the seniors in the world, including the seniors where I live in China today. We have 200 million, but also the seniors in Korea to have a longer, happier life at home. In order to do that, we deliver a full integrated solution based on the ecosystem platform, where inside we have 5 functionality. One is identifying and evaluating the risk. Number 2, we monitor at home. Number 3, we use our AI algorithm to predict the chronic disease risk. And finally, we have teleconsultation and also insurance services. How do we deliver? We deliver that in a Hinounou wellness kit, where we have inside 3 main solutions. First one here is a DNA test that can identify the top 10 predisposition risk in chronic disease, CVD, and also diabetics type 2. When we receive the report and the evaluation of the risk, we move to the second level of services, which is monitoring at home using different kind of IoT medtech, blood pressure meter, oximeter, scale, ECG, and different kind of healthcare where we collect the data of the vital sign. After that, we go to the third service, which is telemedicine delivered by AXA 24/7, and also accidental and death up to 100 years old without underwriting. At the end, we have a full platform where we collect multiple data of the seniors at home and the chronic disease patient, because 80% of them have a chronic disease. We send the data to the caregivers and the family, and all the partners coming from the healthcare players as well as the insurance company will provide and deliver their unique core proposition. In terms of our business model, we are B2B. Our B can be insurance company, healthcare players, telecom company, can be also real estate for the smart home, and those players want to do their home digital healthcare. We have also B2B. For example, last December, I was with the mayor of Busan for the Eco Delta City Senior Home Care. Our attractivity today is significant because we have in our deal flow pipeline around 100,000 wellness kits in Asia as well as Europe and US. And we achieved for the first semester of 2020 $1 million in revenues. It was possible with my dream team. We have around 13 Ivy League members, graduated from Oxford, HEC Paris, and also Ivy League Engineering School. That's why at the end we get some of the best awards in the world. For example, this one in Bayer, Greater China, as the best digital healthcare startups. We won also the #1 InsurTech startup in all the world, again 1,000 startups in Munich, Germany. We had also support of our President Macron, who support directly our company. And finally, we won the plug and play best insurtech in all APAC in Singapore. At the end, I will be happy to deliver our value proposition in Korea with you to make a better world together and help the seniors not only to live longer but healthier, happier at home, and bring the peace of mind to their children who live far away from you. Thank you.
Well, super impressive, Eugenio, and it seems like they've already had amazing traction. What do you see from an investor standpoint?
Yeah, as I mentioned, or as Charles actually mentioned, they were a part of our InsurTech batch in Singapore. In terms of their traction, this is remarkable. They're working with AXA on providing assistance for teleconsultations. They're working with industry leaders like Ping An in China. And it makes sense to provide a better healthcare experience for seniors. I mean, 50% of individual healthcare spending in China is out of pocket, which results in additional stress to financial positions of Chinese households. There's a shortage of around 10 million professional caregivers for seniors in China. And with plug and play, we've yet to see a country that has enough caregivers to account for the aging population. So it's basically a race that every country is losing it. There has to be a better way. And given that on average, nearly 1/3 of the lifetime healthcare expenditures are actually incurred during middle age, and nearly 2/3 of that expenditure happens during this senior years, it makes absolute focus. I mean, it makes absolute sense to focus on this segment of the market.
Yeah, and I suppose with aging populations becoming an issue everywhere, I mean, Singapore is not yet there, but it's coming. Japan has been there for a long time. Korea, it's coming. This almost feels like necessary infrastructure to handle the healthcare needs of the greater population.
Absolutely, absolutely. Imagine what different countries could do if they would allocate resources properly. I mean, if we're spending so much more money on healthcare, we could do other things for our senior citizens to provide a better living, right? I mean, according to the World Health Organization, current healthcare expenditure in China has increased more than tenfold, and it's going to surpass $600 billion this year alone. The size of the health protection gap is estimated to be around $800 billion. And that's why the model is so critical. And by providing the tools to identify risks, monitor healthcare, and provide telehealth, we can drastically decrease the amount of spend on healthcare across all countries and even reduce insurance losses.
And like bonus question, Eugenio, like just from an investor standpoint, we've seen a number of different pitches, and there were a few unique things that these guys did in their pitch that sort of signal credibility. What are some of those key things that you notice when you look at a pitch like that?
First, the team, stellar team, good credentials. Second, validation from the market, working with leaders in industry at the forefront of what actually is happening. We love the Chinese ecosystems and what they've built in terms of the product that they can launch. And I would say third, tackling a massive market. What I just mentioned in terms of the size of the expenditure and what they can do to prevent that is actually going to go to the founder's pocket, hopefully, and their investors.
Yeah, and I just noticed myself, whenever someone starts off talking about their mum or, a personal story, you're hooked, right? You're absolutely hooked. So really, really cool.